Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, March 11th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is the better it gets, the better it gets. And I can't think of anything that's actually more expansive than that understanding. We have the sun at 21 degrees today, which takes us into the energy of expansion. It takes us into the energy of Jupiter, which is all about being open and expanding and learning and seeing things from a broader perspective. And I think if we can stay in that mentality, the better it gets, we can be there. So, we don't have too much going on in the astro today, but what we do have, I think, is fairly significant. We have the moon finishing up in Aries, connecting to Venus finishing up in Aquarius. And Venus in Aquarius, we've learned a little bit more about who we are and honoring, loving, having a relationship with who we are, and how we are of service by being who we are, embracing the wholeness or the wonder of you. When I was sitting down with this horoscope, that song popped into my head. That's the wonder of you. So just spend a little time, recognize your wholeness, your holiness. And I think that's going to work really well with the sun's connection to the south node, opposite the north node today. And, it's so interesting, this connection. Somebody asked me recently, how can I be more spiritual? And I was like, oh, that's interesting, because I just devoted my last 12 years to that very question. And what came immediately is that it's not about being out here. It's not about the esoterics. It's not about the astrology, although all these are things that can help you dive in deeper. What I believe it is to be spiritual and how we can work with this energy of the sun conjunct the north node sun conjunct the south node opposite the north node is, again, coming back into the presence and recognizing the spiritual in the very presence, recognizing God as you, God within you, the universe as you, the universe within you, and then in everything that surrounds you, everything, everything, your stuffed tiger. There is life in everything that's here on this planet. There's life in everything that's outside of us. Nicole, who does Gaia Blooming with me, she has a quote that she always says, God is in the oxygen. So to be spiritual, which is, I think, kind of that, that thing, it's that connection. The south node, it's like, yeah, we've learned how to be spiritual. We've been spirit. We are pure spirit. But we're here to be present and recognize spirit in us and as us. So that kind of feeds into the wonder of you in that connection between the moon and Venus. And then beautifully, I love this, the moon is going to shift into Taurus, which takes us into our sensuality. So being present in your sensuality, enjoying the smells, the sights, the tastes, the touches, all of that can help you recognize the wonder of everything around you, the wonder of spirit around you. So take that energy of the moon in Taurus and revel in your sensuality. Enjoy it, take pleasure in it, and see the value and the beauty in everything that's around us on the earth. That being said, the last two things I want to mention, we have Venus at 29 degrees today. So 29 degrees, that final degree, the tested degree. And it may be testing us on our authenticity, on our promise that we made to ourselves, our souls, to show up and honor our talents and do what we came to do. Just right before I did this horoscope, a very wise being told me, if you love it, then live it. So he said that right before I did this, because I wasn't going to do the horoscope because I'm feeling a little, not myself, I'm feeling a little Chiron conjunct the sun. I'm dealing with some lymph stuff. Finally, last thing, Mars. Mars is at 2 degrees in Sagittarius. Mars at 2 degrees is a call to take action and nurturing ourselves. And I think that's going to be part of the energy of the better it gets, the better it gets. The more we can show up for ourselves and do what we need in any given moment, the better it will get. So show up for that way for yourself. Final thing I want to mention, I promised this before I get to the cards and Rumi, 22 degrees tonight, the sun's going to shift. That's that evolution-revolution degree. Those triggers that come up are going to show you where you can show up for yourself in a way to make it shift better. So if you find yourself getting triggered in the evening or like just stressed out, Ask yourself, how can I show up for myself? How can I show up for spirit within myself? So, cards. You are whole, you are holy. This maturity card is about stepping up, being all that you are, being all that you can be in your holiness, recognizing the light within you, the creator, the God energy, spirit energy that's within you, and then beyond illusion. We've been taught, we've been told, Catholic school, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. You are worthy. You are this. Do you believe it? It's time to live it. And the Rumi for today. Beauty surrounds us, but usually we need to be walking in a garden to know it. The body itself is a screen to shield and partially reveal the light that's blazing inside your presence. Water stories the body. All things we do are mediums that hide and show what's hidden. Study them and enjoy this being washed with a secret we sometimes know and then not. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.